Seth, how about those who say we want this kind of transparency, right? Show us everything. What do you say to that?
I don't agree with it. I think it's a teachable moment for the officials, and I think that the NBA does a great job of educating their officials because after every game, they get a report. It doesn't have to be shared with everyone. And remember, that's a very difficult game to officiate. So, you're going to make some mistakes. Is the mistake in the first quarter any different than the mistake in the last quarter? No. You learn from it, you move on. It doesn't have to be shared with the world because, like Kevin Durant had some great points. He said, you know what? The next time these guys officiate a game, you don't want them thinking about the last play. You get to the next play.
Well, first off, I'm glad the NBA got it right because that should have been a technical foul, LeBron James. And that was an inadvertent trip by Richard Jefferson. As it concerns the KD, I understand his frustration with it from the player perspective, right? I can't go back and you're not going to change the outcome of this game. But from a full transparency perspective, from the fan perspective, from a business perspective of the NBA, I think they need to continue to do this. And for this reason alone, they went through a situation back in 2006, 2007 with a guy named Tim Donaghy, who had a lot of issues with gambling and things of that sort. And I think from that point on, the league has been fully transparent with what their issues have been. And from the fan perspective, I want to hear a league own, not like the NFL, not like other leagues who don't go back and review situations or talk about or admitting that they were wrong. I want to hear a league say, hey, you know what, we made a mistake here.
You want them to say they made a mistake in the first quarter?
Well,
you want to say they made a mistake in the third quarter?
The last 2 minutes of the game is called the LTOM, right? So the last 2 minutes of the game, that's what they're able to review. That's what they're going back, and that's what they're openly talking about. I like that they're being fully transparent with that, Seth. I like the fact that as a fan, I can sit there and say, okay, the NBA just owned the fact that they made mistakes. Now, that may have cost our team the game, but we all have to move on from it because they're not going to go back and revert the call.